So, hey family, it's Persephone, and had a few days off from making vids. Still just trying to absorb as much information as possible lately, and really connecting back to source and remembering that through all of this craziness, my faith and my trust in my higher self and source and whatever you want to call it, that hasn't changed, and that is the one thing that has kept me sane and grounded and just pretty much on track with what's going on with my life and everything around me. And as much as I learn and experience that can just throw me off track, I just keep coming back to center and self, and that's what's really helped. There's I can't remember his name right now, Eckhart Tolle, I think, and being in the now. That's pretty powerful, and been working on that a little bit. It helps me to see through. It's crazy when you get there. It's like you just see through the illusion, and very, very powerful. So I recommend that. I think I favorited one or two of his vids. And yeah, there's been a lot going on as far as energy wise. Lazy Bee, I wanted to tell you, I think you mentioned the other day, when you close your eyes you can see stars automatically. I've been experiencing that too, so thanks for bringing that up. Something pretty powerful, I guess I'll start with Andy. He was mentioning in his most recent video that his dreams have gotten crazy. I've gone ahead and asked higher self, asked whoever else is out there, we won't go into details at the moment, but to kind of start introducing themselves to me, my family outside of here, and kind of figure out where I'm from too, which has been pretty cool. It explains why I look at certain stars and certain constellation in the sky every time I get a chance. But yeah, that I was kind of half in and out of meditation, half in and out of sleep again, and I felt someone, or some beings plural, come in and literally take over my dream. And I know it sounds crazy to some, but I'm sure my family will understand when I say this. It was like they were trying to introduce themselves to me through this crazy dream. It was like they kept switching scenes on me really, really fast. And as soon as I would get introduced to one person that I kind of recognized from my past and felt like I had a reunion with that person, or a connection again with that person, they'd switch and I'd be in a different room, and someone else I was connecting to and had this heart connection to, and then they do it again. They did this maybe like 5 different times, and when I woke up, I knew when I was going through it that it was no longer just my dream, and it wasn't just in my head. It was something that they were taking me to and showing me. So that's one thing. Another thing that's happened recently, I've asked them to come in and speed this process up, because I don't have the patience to go through this every night and not see results, and go through, the vortex and then see stars, which I haven't even gotten to every night because I get so tired, I get so fed up, and I fall asleep. So they've been working on me big time, and I was sitting in my chair just doing my own relaxation meditation thing because I needed to center. And all of a sudden, as I'm going out, my head starts vibrating back and forth when I'm sitting pretty much upright in the chair. It was a lounge chair. and I felt this energy going all the way down to my spine and back up, and God, they were working on that. And I knew what it was. I've read about Kundalini. Haven't learned too much about it, but I've had craniosacral work done. I've been doing Reiki for years myself. I'm more aware of what energy work is. This was Kundalini. And with all the talk about pineal gland and collapsing, the serpent and, which is the Kundalini energy, I knew what this was. And it went on for a good 15-20 minutes. It could have been more. I wasn't really aware of time. And I can go back into that state now that I know how to activate it. And I've done that a couple times. And then I started watching David Icke. And I am just in awe. I love watching him. And I highly, highly recommend. I've got a video of his favorited. There are some lectures out there I highly recommend. There's one on this British TV show called Now That's Weird, and it's also called Edge or something like that. Just watch that, and yeah, he's just an incredible way shower. He was doing this long before we did. Back in the early 80s, I think he had his awakening. And he, after I had this little experience, the next day I was watching his lecture, and lo and behold, he talked about a Kundalini experience, which he doesn't really, the people that I've heard recently that have had the Kundalini experiences don't call them that because we don't know what it is when it's happening. But basically, it's described as this very powerful cleansing of your system, your energies, whatever. And that's basically what's been going on for me. So I hope that, someone else out there has been having this and they can kind of share their experience too. And then, God, there's a couple other things going on. My solar plexus is, that's my cat. Move, baby. Okay. My solar plexus has been a wreck, and they have just been, for me, I hold all my tension, all my anxiety in that area, in my stomach area, always have, and they are just clearing that out. Especially when I'm at work and I'm tense, I feel nauseous, I get dizzy. I have to stay clear and I have to stay focused, or that's what happens. They're just, it feels like they're like drilling a hole through the center of me and clearing out all the negative crap from my past. And I have to make sure I eat really light. I can't eat big meals, I can't eat heavy. It's like major energy clearing stuff going on. So I just wanted to share all of those things with you. As far as my regular meditations, I haven't made a ton of progress because I've been so focused on just getting back to center. So I have been practicing, but also, something that we don't really hear a lot from Jiro, because he's so far ahead in these meditations, is really at this point, especially if we're just starting, stay centered, stay grounded, stay, do your own kind of meditations in between, and just really focus on what helps you get through. And especially if you're processing so much energy as we are right now, I feel like the energy has just come flooding in the last couple of weeks, and it's just been a whirlwind and a roller coaster ride for me, and I'm sure for many of you. So I think that's the basics of what I wanted to say, and yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to anyone who's just joined us, subscribing or friend requests. Join in, make vids. I want to see what's going on with the new people in the group, or people that I haven't connected with yet. So definitely do your vids, and hope everybody is doing well. I send love to all my family. Namaste, and in the Kush.